wearing a nurse's uniform. The girl looked completely out of place in the noisy bar. Her younger brother had gotten into serious trouble and needed money fast. With no other options, she went to the manager, hoping he could introduce her to some wealthy clients. The manager sized her up, then casually pointed to a private room not far away. He told her the people inside were rich heirs. As long as she pleased just one of them, money would no longer be a problem. Caught between temptation and reality, she finally gathered her courage, picked up a bottle of liquor, and walked toward that private room. Inside, the men were drinking and laughing loudly. The moment she appeared, mocking comments filled the room. Nervously, she stepped up to one man and started promoting the most expensive drink in the bar. He said nothing, just stared at her. The silence made her even more uneasy. She carefully poured him a drink, offering the glass with both hands. Then he spoke, asking her straight out how much she cost. Her face flushed instantly. She kept insisting she was only there to sell alcohol. His friends burst into laughter, convinced she was just another girl chasing money. One of them even grabbed her wrist, refusing to let her leave. Humiliated, she struggled free and ran out of the room. The moment she stepped outside, her phone rang. It was the loan shark. He threatened her, come over immediately, or her brother would go to prison. Panicking, she rushed there. It turned out her brother had beaten the loan shark's son into permanent paralysis. The man demanded compensation, $100,000 a month. Otherwise, her brother goes to jail. Faced with such an impossible sum, she fell into complete despair. 20 minutes later, the girl met the bar manager outside. At that exact moment, the man from the private room walked out, about to get into his car. The manager rushed over to greet him. Meanwhile, the man's assistant approached the girl with a contract in hand. The assistant said the boss was satisfied with her. As long as she signed a loan agreement, she'd get $100,000 immediately. The manager backed him up, saying it was just standard loan paperwork. Desperate to save her brother, she didn't think twice and signed her name. The next day, she followed the address on the business card instead of an office. She found herself standing in front of a luxury villa. A butler opened the door. In the living room sat a stranger, a wealthy-looking man. She assumed he was a lender and explained she was there to borrow money, promising to pay it back with interest. The man smiled and told her calmly, from now on, she was a lady of this house. She froze in shock. On the cover of the contract, in bold letters, were the words, keeping agreement. That's when she realized she had been tricked. It was all a setup planned by the manager and these men together. The rich man laid all his cards on the table. He had already investigated her background, and if she broke the contract, she'd face $5 million in penalties and 10 years in prison. Her legs gave out, and she collapsed to the floor. Just then, the man walked into the front door.